All right, let's talk about it. We are right in the middle of a modern-day gold rush. I'm talking about the explosion in artificial intelligence. We're seeing massive investment, lightning-fast adoption. But with all this speed, a really critical question comes up. How do we control it? Today, we're going to dive right into that tension between AI's incredible growth and the urgent growing need for some guardrails.
Let's just start with a number that's, well, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around. $791 billion. That's the projected size of just one single part of the AI market, natural language processing, by 2034. This isn't just some passing trend. It is a massive economic force that's reshaping our world.
And that brings us right to the heart of what we're talking about today. This boom is creating some incredible opportunities, no doubt about it. But what are the risks? What are the hidden costs of this technological gold rush? This is the core conflict we're going to be exploring. The frantic race for innovation versus the absolute need for safeguards.
So here's our game plan. We're going to look at the sheer scale of this boom. We'll follow the money trail to see who's betting big, and then we'll see how AI is actually being used in the real world. From there, we'll pivot to the emerging guardrails, explore this cool idea of how compliance can actually be an advantage, and finally, we'll look at what the road ahead looks like.
Okay, first up, let's just try to grasp the sheer scale of what's happening. The adoption of AI isn't just a trend, it's a fundamental shift. And it's happening at a speed that's, well, it's pretty incredible.
I mean, just look at this jump. According to the Stanford AI Index, the number of organizations using AI skyrocketed from 55% to 78% in just 1 year. That's not slow, steady growth. That is a wildfire of adoption sweeping through businesses.
So where is all this activity coming from? You know what they say, follow the money. And in the world of AI, it's less of a trail and more of a capital superhighway. Get this, in 2024, nearly a third of every single venture capital dollar invested around the entire world went into AI. That's over $100 billion. AI has become the undisputed center of gravity for innovation funding, period.
And there's a huge geopolitical story playing out here. The US is just completely dominating the investment race, pouring in $109 billion in 2024 alone. To put that in perspective, that's nearly 12 times more than China. So this isn't just a tech race, it's a full-blown economic and strategic competition.
And deep inside that massive wave of investment, there's an epicenter, generative AI. You know, the tech behind tools like ChatGPT. It captured over a fifth of all private AI funding in 2024. It's pretty much the engine that's driving this whole gold rush.
Now these numbers are huge, I get it, but they can feel a little abstract. So let's bring this down to earth. We're going to focus on one industry that AI is fundamentally reshaping right now, finance.
At the heart of this big transformation is something called natural language processing, or NLP. In the simplest terms, it's the AI that lets machines understand human language. You know, think about how your phone's digital assistant gets what you're saying. It's the critical bridge between messy human text and structured machine analysis.
And you can see just how powerful that bridge is in the world of finance. NLP is already being used to figure out market sentiment from the news, to find tiny risks hidden in 1,000-page contracts, and even to automate the painful work of regulatory compliance. It's turning these massive mountains of text into smart, actionable intelligence.
Okay, so we've got this incredible boom happening. But now we have to talk about the flip side of that coin. As AI gets more and more powerful, the push for guardrails and regulation is getting stronger, and that's creating a really powerful source of friction.
And that friction, well, it has a real cost. A report from the Center for Data Innovation estimates that the EU's Big AI Act could cost its economy 31 billion euros over 5 years. That's a clear sign that putting rules in place is definitely not free.
This slide right here really captures the whole debate. On one side, critics see the EU AI Act as a huge brake on innovation. They point to that massive economic cost and a potential 20% drop in AI investment. But on the other side, proponents say this is a necessary framework for building trust. It's designed to stop things like biased hiring algorithms and to build the public confidence needed for AI to really succeed in the long run. It really highlights a key difference in philosophy. The EU is building guardrails first to make sure there's trust, which is a big contrast to the more innovate first, ask questions later approach we're seeing elsewhere.
And you know, the challenges go way beyond just these new laws. Companies also have to juggle existing data privacy laws, deal with poor data quality, garbage in, garbage out, and face really high implementation costs.
And then there's the big one, the black box problem. This is where even the people who created an AI can't fully explain how it's making its decisions. The logic is all hidden inside, which makes it incredibly hard to audit or fix when something inevitably goes wrong.
So it sounds like a lot of obstacles, right? But here's where things get really interesting. A fascinating counter-narrative is starting to emerge. What if these guardrails aren't just a burden? What if they could actually be a competitive advantage?
Jean de Bodinat, an expert in this space, he puts it perfectly. He suggests that instead of treating rules like a chore, like some checklist you have to get through, companies can use them as a blueprint to build better, safer products right from the very start.
So what does that blueprint actually look like in the real world? Well, to prevent bias in things like loan applications, banks are using this three-layer approach you see here. First, as the slide shows, is pre-processing. That means they clean their training data to get rid of bias before it even starts. Second, a real-time monitor to flag any unfair patterns as they're happening. And third, post-decision calibration to correct any bias that's still slipped through. The key here is that the rule, be fair, is translated directly into a technical process that actually makes the product better and more trustworthy.
Okay, so let's pull all these threads together now and take a look at the road ahead. The future of AI is being defined by this fundamental push and pull that we've been talking about this whole time. It really all comes down to this massive tug of war. On one side, you've got the gold rush, a tidal wave of money pushing for faster, more powerful AI no matter what. And on the other side, you have the guardrails, this growing, complex web of rules designed to manage risk and build trust. The tension between these two forces is what will define the future of technology. Which leaves us with one final question to think about. Is AI basically a runaway train, just impossible to control? Or is regulation the track that can guide this incredibly powerful engine toward a safer and more equitable destination for every single one of us?